Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another great tarot reading for you guys, and let's get started. And let's pick an astrology card. They're marked both sides, so I just close my eyes. I want to see what the theme of your reading can be about. Let's see what we got based on the sun sign or the ascendant, right? Based on the sign that shows up. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius, you guys can see the cards. I'm not able to for Sagittarius. And we have Gemini. Okay. So, Gemini, we're in Gemini season, right? Gemini season we just had the new moon in Gemini. Gemini season is about having conversations with people. It's about making decisions. It can be about improving communication with somebody, documents, plans, goals, things like that. That's why they say Mercury rules Gemini. That's why they say during Mercury retrograde, don't make decisions, or at least major ones. We don't mean, to choose between Whole Foods and Safeway. We don't mean that. But, Mercury retrograde means stop with your plans, kind of reconsider maybe, or relook them over. I don't think Mercury's in retrograde right now, but, right here, this Gemini season definitely we're in Gemini season. The sun is in Gemini, and we're coming out of a new moon as well. We always have a new moon in Gemini, just like next month we'll have a new moon in Cancer, right? And so, but this Gemini is it can talk about making a choice. Remember, I was talking about decisions, anything of information processing, yeah, really, to kind of put it into a nutshell. And so, interesting about Gemini rules the hands, and the hands have everything to do with what you're going to do. It really can. And this is Yang energy, right? An air sign is Yang energy. In a nutshell, it is, right? So this is a mutable sign, right? It's a changeable sign, adaptive, really. Talks about somebody who wants to adapt to something. That's what this is talking about. It can talk about a choice. As I said, this is about social energy. Somebody may want to speak to you, or you might have something very social going on. Remember this month too, right? So it all works out this way. This month June is a very social month, right? We have graduations, we have weddings, we have all these things that are like social events happening in Gemini season. It's supposed to. This is a social sign. So that's how it works, right? You guys ever wonder, why is it always in June, right? Yeah. Really interesting here. And let's move this over and let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. And we have the card of Angel of Balance. All right. So somebody is trying to create balance. Somebody may want to speak to you, or a conversation can have to do with bringing balance to a situation, right? Yeah, we need that. We need that little angel of balance. And we have the woman holding a coin. That may be you or another woman, but that's about somebody with money. That's really, right? She's all beautiful here, and she looks like this Argentine singer here, but her hair's up and this beautiful, her makeup's really nice. She's got money here. It is a recognition because it's a 6, and so this may have something to do with this angel of balance, or let's see, maybe somebody has money, and that's simple. Healer of the ages. So, they have a picture of Jesus here. He was a healer, regardless of whether or not you pray or you don't pray, or Jesus is not, you're not a Christian or whatever. He was still a healer. He was, right? Yeah. He was also Jesus was from a tribe of astrologers. He was a prophet, a sage, a healer for sure, a mystic. He was a mystic. And we have the world. So you have opportunities coming, Sagittarius. You really do, to bring something to a balance here. Maybe it has to do with your money over here. But it looks like to heal something. It looks like you're going to heal a situation, some type of situation, right? Yeah. So let's see what these cards have to say. If you want to get a psychic reading, Sagittarius, I'm always checking for accuracies. That's how I do it, right? I always check my work, of course. Yeah, they're lots of fun. If you want the skinny on somebody and you need me to read their energy, right? Or even for yourself, I can definitely help you. I'm a life coach as well. Yeah, and so, and I do them in various formats. You can get a video. We can do it over a video call, right? Which are very cool. Like, a link I send you, Zoom link, or you can have a recording, right? Yeah, and there's different formats. Or I can record that as well. You can get both. Psychic readings, tarot readings are done the same way. You can have it in any format you want. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. Yeah, and then also I do past life readings, and those are super, super powerful. Everybody should have a past life reading, unless you really know unless you really understand, you've had dreams or visions and you kind of know what your past lives are and the lesson that you're supposed to learn. Here, we're all supposed to learn a lesson here, right? Let's see what we got, you guys. But you have some type of great opportunity coming over here. The World card is about closing out cycles that no longer serve us and seeing the opportunities and grasping them, or, acting on opportunities. Yeah, that's what it's about. And there could have to be some adaptability here. We have the Thinker reversed, okay? And that means somebody already thought long and hard about something, most likely. And New Life reversed. Wow. Oh, okay, that's because I have these reversed. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So somebody is actually thinking here about something. Yeah, they are, big time. But this is to bring balance. That's what it's really about. Yeah, and so... And the thinkers already planned this out. Somebody's going to come talk to you, I'm pretty sure, Sagittarius. Or you're going to speak to your partner right now. The new life is here, and somebody wants a new life, especially very clear with the World card about new opportunities and, maturity and, acting on different, just making choices, decisions to move forward. Remember I said we start with Gemini. It's about decisions, right? Yeah, for them, or plans and goals. It's a Gemini. Mercury rules the third house of plans and goals. So let's get into this, and everything is below in the description box. And let's see what we have for you guys, Sagittarius. Hope you guys are all well. Happy summer if you're in the northern hemisphere. See what we got. All right. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. So this is moving on to find something more fulfilling, right? It can be about anything. It could be about love, right? It could be about career endeavors, right? We have the New Life. And the World card is, he's standing in front of the world. He knows what opportunities he wants in this life. He knows he wants to close out cycles because he has come full circle in his life, mature and learned and all this kind of stuff, right? Yeah. It's right next to the healer of the ages. So yeah, there's some type of healing going on. So let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And Ace of Wands starts the reading. All right, so, somebody was overwhelmed in the past, especially with the healer, and then the Seven of Wands in the reading. So somebody was overwhelmed, maybe stressed out, right? Could have been, felt challenged. This is the Seven of Wands, is a bunch of challenges. It really challenges your psyche or your mind here because it's a 7, it's assessment, right? And so somebody was really up in their head and very challenged by it. Yeah, they were. But, this person, Sagittarius, wanted a new life. Yeah, exactly. And this Ace of Wands is the new life. It's right here. It's an opportunity for a new inspiring life, inspirational, passionate, things like that, like fun, movement, right? Yeah. And this rules Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo right here. So, the wand, right? And, Leo is the house of fun. Sagittarius is about expansion. This is more movement. These wands are about movement and inspiration. And Aries is also about movement. Aries is the first cardinal sign. Aries is, I'm going to do this. I got this, right? And let me go make this new life, right? Right here. So the crossing energy, though, is the Eight of Swords. So there was some type of release here, release of a cycle, release of a relationship, release of a career, release of, I mean, it could even be, you know, possibly friendship, but there's something here that kind of ends, right? Gemini can be about friendship as well, because it's a social sign. Now, let's see what we have on the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about somebody who felt repressed or self-suppressed, right? That's really, she could have got out of she could have untied herself long time ago, and she didn't. She just stood there and, you know, felt stuck, her own doing by her own hands. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody who definitely releases. They don't feel stuck anymore. I'm not sure what they've released here. They're believing in their own values and what's important to them, the Nine of Pentacles. And that's what this wand can talk about, your own values, not because it's a pentacle, because pentacles are about values, but because this can represent what's really meaningful to you, because Sagittarius rules the ninth house of purpose. So this wand over here has everything to do with somebody going after like their life purpose or what's really meaningful to them. And maybe they have to be single. The Nine of Pentacles can indicate somebody who is like newly single, or it can, right? It definitely represents like, you know, going with your own values, living your life on your terms. And that's what she's doing. And, you know, she ends up with a lot of money basically here because she's really believing in her values and moving forward, right? And so why it's all happening, Six of Cups, this could be somebody from your past who wants to heal the situation, because we have healing here. We have balance, right? And yeah, and this Thinker card is 44, which is an 8. This is about how can I move forward in my life and have progress? How can I take my personal power back, basically, because 8s are about power. And we have the Nine of Cups showing up here. This may be somebody that, over here, 6 could be somebody who is an ex, a friend, a coworker, somebody you went to college with, even a neighbor, something like that, that you are very familiar with, and that there is some type of admiration, yeah, and some type of maybe friendship here, right? But the Nine of Cups sits in the past, Sagittarius, with the Two of Swords. This is like, I have to have my wish. My heart wants what it wants, right? We have 2 cups together here, and the moon is about feelings right here, and the emotions, and usually very emotional. And this is how somebody is seeing themselves, the moon. It's also emotional, which makes people doubt, right? You start to get into your, you know, your emotions, you start to doubt things. That's what the moon does, right? It can, you know, it does a lot. The moon is really, really important in your chart. It really is. I don't think people realize that, even people who, I don't know, who study astrology and stuff. Some don't really think the moon is such a big deal, but it is, because it has to do with our feelings, and it has to do with dreams and intuition. It has to do with things we can't see, but it really has to do with our emotional, like, support system and, you know, stability, emotional stability and foundation. That's why these dogs are like howling at the moon. They're like, oh my God, what's going on here, right? My emotions are, you know, like crazy, right? And so, even the lobster, he's getting out of the water. He can't live on land long. I don't think long at all. So, you know, this is very interesting. It can be somebody who's confused because they're so emotional that they're too much into their feelings here. This is like not being logical enough, basically. Too emotional. That's what the moon is about. Yeah. And we have it with the Knight of Cups. See, somebody is, I feel like they have an offer for you, Sagittarius, because the world is here with these opportunities and, you know, cycle changes and new cycles opening. The 10 of Cups is here too. And, you know, we have the 9 and the 2 9s and a 10. These are completions, and so is the World card. It's a major completion. It's a major completion where you are moving toward your life purpose. This has a lot to do with the North and the South Node, past life readings, even the World card, because it when we reach the World card, when we see this in a reading, we know that we have grown big time, and we've learned the karmic lessons and left the wounds and the past wounds behind, childhood wounds, even past lives wounds. But usually what this means is that you need to you learn what those, we have to leave things behind in this reading. We definitely do. And learn and be able to move toward our true self, our best self. That's what past life readings really are about. If you get at the real essential, if you get at the root of the meaning, yeah, or the So yeah, so somebody's doing that in this reading, and the Ten of Cups shows up in the near future. It's a happily ever after for you. It is, Sagittarius. Three of Cups is a concern. So you're either big joy to this person, or they want to get back together with you. And I feel like this person, you've been waiting for this person a long time, or they've been waiting to do this. Here's is the Hanged Man at the heart of the reading, sitting in the environment. Now, the Hangman can be a release. We have a sacrifice. We have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Cups is a release in as much as somebody moves on from something unfulfilling, or they need to go fulfill. So something is released. They need to live their life with fulfillment. And we start with the Ace of Wands. This is the biggest fulfillment there is. Yeah, because it means movement, like you're really living, movement, passion, inspiration. Yeah. So, and that is the whole, yeah, it's kind of has to do with the North Node. Yeah, it's living life fully and becoming who you were really meant to be, and your best self, your higher purpose. So if you were really meant to be a teacher, then, it shows up. If you were really meant to be anything, a scientist, it shows up, right? In your chart, basically. Maybe not exactly, what biologist you want to be, not like that, but it does show up. And so the Ten of Cups down here is showing up in the near future, and the Hangman is the waiting or the release or sacrifice. This rules the 12th house, ruled by Pisces, which can be about transcendence, but it can be about release and sacrifice as well, right? Yeah, and we have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, something is released here in order for this person to really want this with you and manifest this with you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, let's work together. Let's make it work, right? And now we have the Seven of Wands, and here this is overwhelmed. And this could be resistance. He's resisting these other people and these other wands. And he's kind of up on the, what do you call this, the enclave? I'm not sure, but he is, he is up here, right? And these wands are a little bit lower than him. He's resisting somebody as well. The incline, I guess I should say. What did I say? But right here, Seven of Wands, and with the Four of Wands, this person or you, one of you guys feels like the other person's going to resist here. And maybe, there could be some major healing needed here. There could have been. You might have been a secret for somebody, Sagittarius. I don't see it big time in this reading, but this Moon and the Knight of Cups sometimes can be, the moon can be about secrets. You might have been a secret to this person, and they think you're going to either think you're going to go get out of town, right? What? You want what with me? Page of Wands showing up in the potential outcome, and this is the new path, Sagittarius. It is with the new life down here. And remember, over here in the near future is the Ten of Cups. Your happily ever is coming, or you're headed toward them. But this is something that can really come together for somebody, because in the near future, since the Ten of Cups and in the potential outcome is the Page of Wands, it's a whole new direction, a new path, a new life, really. And that is here with that same card. Yeah, this is a very cool reading, and this is about manifesting. The new life card is a 3. Yeah, 39 reduces to a 3. And so this is, about manifesting. Threes are manifesting and collaborating. We have this 3, and the Three of Cups. So, this reading's pretty clear. It's very beautiful, Sagittarius, where you or this person has come a real long way. And, through introspection, with the thinker, right, comes the healing, the wisdom, and bringing balance and harmony to something that is fated. I feel like it's fated because we have the world here. These are fated events. The world is about fated events. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm going to end this reading. Thanks so much for joining me. If you guys want to get a reading with me, lots of fun. Yeah, for sure. Check out the description box. And thank you so much for joining me. It really helps when you like, share, and subscribe, you guys, so I can help to keep these readings coming. Hope you guys have an awesome day for sure. Thanks so much, guys.